Hello and welcome to ATP. In this video I'm going to be comparing two speedlight or flashgun softboxes that I bought. One being the Westcott Apollo light modifier, which is a 28-inch flash diffuser with a front recess. I'm comparing it against the Lastolite Professional Ezybox Hotshoe Professional. Now there's a reason I'm showing you this difference is because one of these will be getting sent back to Amazon. And I'll be buying another one of the other one. So if you're considering buying either one of these or both of these flash diffusers or flash softboxes, I just wanted to show you what I found in regards to simplicity of setting up and flash quality, that kind of thing. So we're quickly going to run through setting up both of these from scratch, and I want to show you how difficult or easy each one is. Now I'm going to start with the Westcott. This is exactly as it comes from Amazon, and quite a large box. Inside there was various other packaging. It just goes into a kind of cellophane sleeve, but on this occasion I'm just going to open it up as I did, and immediately inside, but normally in a cellophane wrapper, is the Hotshoe. I got sorry, not the Hotshoe, the actual Westcott Apollo. Now with this version, which was £125 from Amazon, I didn't have any adapters. There wasn't anything to actually attach this to the Hotshoe or use a flash gun, that kind of thing. It literally is an umbrella, and that's all I got for £125. So let's just have a quick look. I'll show you some photos inside or some videos inside, but this is basically as it comes. Now, the one good thing about this is that the diffuser is actually attached and sewn in to the umbrella, so you're not going to leave this behind, you're not going to lose it. It's actually stitched in there so it doesn't detach fully, makes it easy to actually access to get inside because your flash is inside with this one, but it also means you won't lose it. But as you can see, it really is just an umbrella as it comes. And you can see here bottom access for the stand to go through, for the flash gun to go inside, 4 zippers. It means you've got a slight bit of adjustment so you can tilt the head, but we'll come back to that in a second. Another kind of design fault with this is, you probably can't see this from where you are, but the actual head or the actual pole of the actual brolly isn't attached to this. To do that, you've got to get your hands in, close it right down, feed it through the hole. It's a bit tricky, and then pull it through. Some people have actually put dowling rods in there to actually make it easy so it stays in every time you collapse it. But if we now just open this out, as you would a normal brolly, you can see there it's quite simple to open, and that's basically all there is to it. Now, like I said, this is all I got from Apollo with the flash. So if you haven't got any stands or any adapters to actually get this onto the flash gun and into the unit, then you're going to need to buy those as well. Luckily, I've already got quite a few accessories. So for this one, I've actually got here a stand with the typical mounting there. But I've also got an old, this isn't a specified one for this particular product, but what it is an old slave unit for flash, but it's actually got an attachment here where I can put the brolly through. It's also got an attachment that goes onto the stand. So if I put that on, and this is imagining I was on a job, so here we go, we'll put this bit on here. We've then got the brolly attachment through there, and then we've got the hot shoe or the cold shoe for the flash here. Now, we have to bear in mind that with this unit, with everything I'm doing, I'm using Pocket Wizards and the TT5 Flex. So if I now get this, the Flex TT5, and I attach the speed light to it, I'm using a Canon 580 EX2 here. So if I now attach that onto there, so we've now got the camera and flash set up. Let's get on there. That's on there, let's lock it down. So we've now got our flash setup. We've got the cold shoe, the TT5, and the speed light on top. Now all I've got to do is actually get this onto there. So to do that, we obviously have to bring this right over the speed light, pop it through the hole in the bottom of the diffuser. I hope you're seeing this. And down like that. Now the thing with this diffuser, with this softbox, is that the speed light is designed to fire into the back onto the silver and then fire out through the diffuser. You can actually do it the other way, but it's actually best really for light to bounce off the silver, get a nice bouncing around inside, and then come out through the diffuser for a really good kind of diffused flash shot. So if I now turn this round, get this right through, turn this round, and I've now got to put this through the hole for the brolly. So let's put that there and tighten that up. Now, one thing you're immediately going to notice is, with the design of this, the speed light is actually almost against the roof of the unit, of the flash box. No way of actually getting around that. I could maybe chop 2 inches off by getting a slightly shorter cold shoe here, but even so, the flash and the the Flex TT5 are always going to be above the central point, so your flash is never going to fire directly into the center. So let's just assume that's okay, and I normally use a power pack as well. So we're going to add a power pack to the flash. If I'm doing long shoots out on location, obviously it's good to have a power pack. So let's put that in. Now, this also then has to hang somewhere in the middle. I can put it on the, if I wanted to, I could put it on the rod of the brolly before it goes in, but I'm just going to attach that onto there, like so. So that can just hang inside. So now the flash is all set up, everything's ready to go, but one of the problems with this softbox is, with this design, is that once you've closed this, you've got no access to the flash without having to open it again. But all you do is simply Velcro this down the outside, all the way around, and then you've got your flash set up and ready to go. Now, obviously, firing back and then out is going to maybe kill some of the power of the flash, as opposed to actually coming straight out and firing direct through the diffuser material here. But like I said, to actually get access to the flash once it's inside, you'd have to go through the bottom by unzipping those, or going in, opening this up and going in through the front. Now, with this setup, if you've got one of the cold shoes that will actually adjust, then you're going to be able to tilt and bounce the softbox a bit. I've got one here, but as you can see, as I do that, if I wanted to tilt it downwards, because this is so far, I can't put the rod in the middle out any further, because it'll poke out through the actual diffuser. So I have to be about that level, and I'm already at the limit of the zip at the bottom, so it won't tilt any further than that. It'll tilt the other way, but it won't tilt this way. So it's kind of a bit tricky. There are ways around it, but it is a little bit tricky to actually get that to work. So really, the slight design flaw there as well. So if I just lock that down, you can see there that it's not the easiest of setups, but it does work once you're in there. But you are limited as to how you use the softbox and how you can actually tilt and manage it towards your work. So I'm now going to disassemble this one and then show you the Lastolite to see how that compares. Now, before I close this up, you can see as we close this, in order to actually get the thing put away again, you have to let the middle out, and to close it up, that middle rod has to come back out of the frame, so it's now dangling loose. The way you can really close this right down, and then you've basically got just this set up again. But another thing with Westcott, this didn't come with any case, any bag, any carrying bag. It just came with the box, so bear that in mind if you're going to buy the Westcott. So let's put this to one side, and we're now going to look at the Lastolite. Okay, now to do that, I'm actually going to use a slightly different cold shoe. Both will work, but this one's actually better designed for the Westcott because it's got a shorter head here. It's got a shorter area there. Now, the Lastolite, as you can see, comes in one of their handy carry bags. When it's put away, it's flat, it's great, it's very portable. It can go in a suitcase, it can go in the back of your car, very easy, doesn't take up a lot of space, and it folds flat. And if you've got other Lastolite products, such as their reflectors, you'll know that these pop out and they fold up very, very neatly. And I've read reviews online where people have said it's quite hard to actually get this set up and put down, but you'll see in a minute, it's absolutely very, very easy. Now, this comes in 3 parts or 4 parts. You've got the main diffuser or softbox here. You've got one set of diffuser material. Then you've got a secondary set of diffuser material here. And then inside here, on a little latch, which you can undo, you've actually got a cold shoe, which comes with the Lastolite. And this was £106 as opposed to £125. But you don't get a stand, but you do get an attachment here, which is very handy. And you also get, which is a brilliant design with this, the actual attachment that goes onto the back of the softbox. So if I now show you how to set this up, it's very, very simple. I'll put these down for a second. This is the softbox. Literally open it up and there you are. Softbox is open. To collapse it, it collapses back exactly the same way and you fold it back down. Very, very easy, exactly like their reflectors, which is what I love about Lastolite. You can see where this is going and my preference. Now, once the back's open, you need to keep it stable. To do that, you take this first handy little implement here, which is the thing that actually attaches to the back and holds it into the cold shoe. You literally, it's got the pressure of the actual softbox holds this in place. You literally just fold it in, clip it in like so, and that's it. And it's not held in by any screws, any bolts or anything like that, but it's actually good enough to hand hold. It's going to stay in there. There's not much chance of it falling off unless you really shake it about, and even then it's pretty sturdy. Very well built, very well designed piece of equipment this. So the next stage is to attach this to the stand. And we've got this unit here, which is very simple again to use. You've got a bit here where this slides into, so you just slide this down. It's very obvious, you don't need even need to read the instructions. This slides straight down, like so, tighten it up, and that's on. Then you literally put this on there, onto the stand, tighten that up, and you are done. So that's that, very, very simple. Then you've got the cold shoe, which is on the outside of this box. It's not on the inside, it's on the outside. The flash pokes through. So if we now set up the speed light, again, I'm going to use a Flex TT5 and the Canon flash gun. Put that on there. Put that onto the cold shoe there. And as you can see, it fires straight through into the back of the softbox. And if I need to actually change any of the settings on the speed light, it's all there, all ready to go. I don't have to open anything up or do anything like that. So I then take the additional power pack if I need it. Put that on. I can hang that anywhere on the frame. Let's just put that down there. So that's me ready to go. All I need to do now is add the front diffusers. So you can see here what the inside looks like. The flash coming straight out of there and into the diffusers. Now the first diffuser is this one. You've got three ways of using this softbox. Use it plain as it is for just direct flash to give a kind of really harsh contrast. You've got a second diffuser here, a smaller diffuser that literally just goes onto Velcro on the inside, like so. Very easy to attach, like so, and that. So there's your first setup. Took a couple of minutes, very easy to do. Once you get used to it, it's very, very simple. There's your first diffuser. That will reduce the contrast a bit, but still give quite a nice soft diffuse look to the shot. Now we use the second diffuser, which is again Velcro based, and that literally just goes around the outside. Within seconds, you've got it put on there, run your fingers along, go out the side, and there we go. It's even got recessed edges to kind of help with the diffusing and things like that. But that is it. That is how simple this one is to set up. As I said, you can see on the back here, the flash fires through. You've got all the flash on the external part of the softbox, so it's very easy to manipulate and very easy to work and operate from there. And you can see, for me, that is a much, much better softbox, a much easier way of actually setting up. Very quick, it's simple, it's easy to control the speed light, and obviously putting it down again is just as easy. You just undo everything, fold it away, put it in the carrying bag that it comes with. So for me, I think you can see that this Lastolite one is my favourite. It's actually, well, for 20 or 19 pounds less than the Westcott, it's actually a lot better, a lot easier to set up, and you get all the bits and pieces you need to get it set onto a stand. The Westcott is literally just an umbrella for £125. I know it's a bit cheaper in the States, but you can see the difference. It's much harder to set up, much harder to actually change the flash once it's inside. So what I'm going to be doing is actually, I'm really actually quite disappointed with the Westcott. I'm going to be sending that one back to Amazon and buying the 30-inch version of this. This is the 24 by 24 inch or 60 centimetres. I'm going to be ordering the 72 centimetre by 72 centimetre, which is the 30 inch by 30 inch, slightly larger Ezybox, and I think that's about £129. So I hope this helps if you're looking at buying flash diffusers. I've actually used this one and it actually gives a much more powerful light as well. So if you're looking at buying those, I think you should read all of the reviews you see online. Take what I say here with a pinch of salt, because obviously you may prefer the other one, but for setup and ease of use and portability, I think the Lastolite wins hands down.